This is the Employers Consultative Association's 5-minute radio series, The Voice of the Employer.
Good morning, listeners. I am Suzetta Ali, Chairman of the ECA, and it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to this 2017 edition of the ECA's Voice of the Employer radio series. In 2017, the ECA proudly celebrated its 57th year of existence as a dedicated advocate for a stronger, more resilient and informed employer community. We do this by delivering informed, innovative and transformational representation at the firm, national and international levels, a mandate that is rooted in the principles of fairness, inclusivity, and most importantly, social dialogue through tripartism. Ultimately, we believe that the execution of this mandate will drive us towards shaping a supportive environment for competitive, sustainable enterprises and the socio-economic well-being of Trinidad and Tobago. It is the tireless pursuit of this mandate that led to the introduction of this radio series, which dedicates 5 minutes to sensitizing and educating all employers on important and relevant issues relating to human resource management, industrial relations, leadership, organizational development, and other employment concepts pertinent to the employer community and, by extension, our nation. The history and evolution of the ECA is consistent with the evolution of labor and industrial relations in Trinidad and Tobago. Its genesis in 1960 came following a highly contentious and confrontational 5-year period that saw approximately 230 strikes, a combined 805,000 man-days lost, and 4.5 million in wages of worker and government tax revenue. Employers were in an unhealthy environment and a disadvantageous position, and urgently an association that would collectively speak on their behalf and advocate for their rights just as vigorously as trade unions did for workers at that time. Since then, the ECA has established a number of strategic associations, strengthening its ability to serve and represent the employer community. These include the Caribbean Employers Confederation, the International Organization of Employers, and the International Labor and Employment Relations Association. Furthermore, our exclusive affiliation with the International Labor Organization, the ILO, means that our employer community is afforded a seat at the annual International Labor Conference and other global employer activities. This link is vital given the impact that ILO conventions and recommendations have on our legislative agendas and policy framework. Locally, we continue to represent employers on a number of state boards and statutory bodies. These strategic relationships have not only solidified the ECA's credibility, but allows us to service the needs of its diverse membership, which encompasses all industries in both the private and public sectors. It is this plurality of our member needs that led to the birth of the ECA subsidiary in 2008, the Employer Solution Center, the ESC. The ESC operates as the business arm of the ECA by providing consultancy and business development services in the field of industrial relations, human resource management, and research, supported by a suite of business training and professional development courses. Today, the ECA recognizes that our nation is again faced with challenging times, both from an industrial relations and economic perspective. Even as this turbulence continues, we are seeing an erosion of the trust that once existed in our institutions and systems. It is very clear that our adversarial approach is not yielding the results that we so desperately need, and the time has come to truly commit to moving beyond this approach and adopt a participatory and collaborative attitude to begin solving the many ills facing our great nation. Let us rebuild the trust in our institutions, instill the moral and spiritual values that seemed to have evaded us, and work together to build a path to long-term growth and sustainability. There is certainly no time to lay blame, and we must remain optimistic that with a concerted effort by all citizens and a shared responsibility to ensure the well-being of this great nation, that we will persevere and ultimately triumph. On behalf of the ECA and its subsidiary, the ESC, the Employers Solution Center, I wish to thank you for tuning in and invite you to listen to this series every Thursday morning at 7:25 a.m., where we will continue to provide important nuggets on practical HR and IR issues in the workplace. This with a view to guiding you towards the enhancement of your own policies and practices, as well as achieving more positive results in your organization. To speak to one of our experienced and friendly officers, or to listen to this program again, kindly contact the ECA at 675-9388, and that is 675-9388, or visit our website at www.ecatt.org, or follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. I thank you for your time, and please utilize our services.
This has been the Employers Consultative Association's The Voice of the Employer.